Hello, lovely people. Today I am playing on my Xbox and there is new content for us to take a look at. So let's get off the roof that I am on for some reason. Because I can be. So I don't know how many people are aware, but it is called Year of the Dragon. It should come up on your screen when you first log in, which I would show you, except I already logged in on almost every character and I couldn't remember which ones. And then I thought, well, I forgot now, so it's too late. It's too late. But, basically, it's interesting. I don't know if this is something that's ever happened in DC before, because obviously I haven't been playing DC for the entire length of time that DC has existed. But it is extra purchasable items that you can receive from Boost to Gold when you are in the newest episode content. So they haven't given us any extra content to play through. They've just given us extra rewards. So that's kind of cool. And I'm excited about it because it's dragon stuff and that's awesome. And you do get a free item that is a drop for you, which is the horns. I will show that to you now. They are called Arch something. Arch Dragon. That's them there. Let's get away from everybody so we can actually see them. So that is what they look like. I think they're really cool. I don't know how many people are aware, but I like to be able to see the faces of my character, and I like to put things on like ears, horns, crowns, things like that, and the horns are awesome, and look how good they look with the Hello Wings from Halloween. Right? Okay, but let's go have a look at the vendor and see what extra rewards we have been given. I can't really say rewards.
This stuff is great, but
items to
anytime you
purchase?
need a real hero, I've got your back.
Thank you, Booster. Likes to toot his own trumpet a lot, that man. Alright, you can see I have a lot of armor purchasing to do on this character, but we're not going to talk about that. No. Alright, so they're down here. I have already purchased them, but I wanted to show you them in the vendor. They're down the bottom here underneath your adaptive augments. So we've got an Onyx Dragon Hatchling accessory that gives you a dragon that is black, which we can't see. I must say, I find it annoying when the vendor displays items like this, where you can't see them very well. Then there's a ruby one as well, which is kind of a pinky color. I will say, actually, the Onyx one isn't black. It's slightly off black with gold, and the ruby one isn't red, it's a pinky colour. So I will show you them properly. We've got the Arch Dragon wings, which I originally wasn't the hugest fan of them, but the fact that they stay in this position on my character, rather than going back like a lot of them do when you're not moving, I think is kind of cool. So I have changed my tune a little bit on that one. We've got a henchman device that summons mutants. Awesome. And we have an Oracle bot drone, which I have also purchased to put in my base so that we can have a look at that too. So, cool. Anyway, we're going to get out of here and we're going to head to my base to have a look at these items for a couple of reasons. One, the music here is kind of loud and slightly distracting, which is irritating me in a very mild way, but enough that I don't want to be here. Hear that? Much more peace. And also I don't want to be competing with it for volume, because even though I do talk quite loud, I'm kind of tired, and when I get tired sometimes my volume drops down, and I want you to be able to hear me, because obviously that's why you're here, to hear me, right?
Seems pretty unlikely to me.
You don't know! They might, people like hearing never mind.
What?
There's no need to be rude about it, okay? Maybe they come for you, maybe they come for me. Just because you have fans doesn't mean I don't have any, okay?
It's a whole different caliber of fan, because my fans watch me because I'm amazing, and your fans watch you because they need a good laugh. And I'm really not being rude, I'm just being honest.
Hey, if I learned to be rude from anybody, it was you. Okay. It says I've got mail again. I keep getting told I have mail, but every time I go to the mailbox, I actually don't. So, I'll laugh if I have one this time. Oh, I do. It's not easy being a clone. Whether you're an exact copy, such as myself, or an entirely new person like Superboy or Bizarro, we live our lives within the shadows and the hopes of our former selves. I disagree. I feel if I was a clone that I wouldn't be trying to live in the shadow of my former self. I would try to make something of myself. Mind you, I would have to be aware of the fact that I was a clone before that would make any sense or be able to be done, right? Because otherwise I just think I am that other person. Okay, so I obviously received that because I completed a collection earlier when I was playing. I played through the most recent duo. and realized that I'd missed one of the green investigations. I actually found it by accident. I assumed I'd completed that, and so I hadn't been looking, but one of them I must have discovered later on a different character and then never went back with this character, so yay, well done me. Anyway, let's have a look at the cool stuff that we got. Yay, showcase area! I haven't played on here to show you guys stuff in a little while, and I kind of like that I have like the pedestal and things. And
So cool.
okay, I think it's cool. Okay, you don't have to think. You can be quiet, future Laura!
Never.
I don't care whether you think it's cool, I like it. Okay, so currently she is wearing the Arch Dragon horns, which I showed you guys before, this one here. She is wearing the back piece, which I believe is also called Arch Dragon. Just there, Arch Dragon. I really do quite like these. She's also wearing the accessory called Onyx Dragon. So let's bring that up there. Onyx Arch Dragon Hatchling. And I think he's really cute. And now, I have a couple of things that I don't like about this. So this set, these items come together, right? They're all from the same event. The horns look amazing. That's something we're all going to get for free. The wings look pretty good as well. I really do like them. I will remove the chroma that I currently have on it so we can have a look at it properly. But before we do, the dragon hatchling accessory comes from the same set. But it's clipping through the wings. Even though it's part of this same event. Like, he's resting inside of my wings. Why is that? That is so irritating. I mean, he's adorable. I like him, but get out of my wings. You know? I find that... I don't like that. I don't like that very much at all. But he is cute. And I would say if I had something else as my back piece, maybe it would be less irritating. Let's just remove the back piece altogether, will we? Yeah. There we go. I'm wondering if this game is glitched, because is this really how it's meant to be? He's, like, right at my shoulder there. I don't know. But I find how close he is to my character to be just slightly annoying. I wish he was a bit further back, higher up, kind of like the bat. But I suppose, you know, this is what we've got. Let's also grab the ruby one so we can have a look. So it should be called Ruby Arch Dragon Hatchling there. Hatchling, I don't know, there it is. I really do quite like the colours on this one because it's got a little bit purple, you know. But I will say I like the onyx more just because the difference in the two colours on the back is much more defined and easier to see. You can clearly see against the blackish colour, and the gold really stands out, whereas this is a little bit more blendy. It looks, I can't say worse. I think it depends on your taste, because having them look like they're closer in colour does make them blend a little bit more and look a little slightly more realistic, I would say, rather than a separate piece. But it's up to you guys. Up to you what you like. And I will say I do prefer the blue eyes, though. The gold eyes on the other ones I don't like quite as much because they don't look as real, I suppose. But the gold I put on because it matched what I had on my character when she was wearing the katana outfit. So there you go. Anyway, let's get rid of the accessory and put our wings back on. And then we're going to just remove the chroma that I have on here so we can actually have a proper look at the swatches. So Royal Sorceress Neon Chroma is what she currently has on. But we will remove that. So let's take it off the back piece and have a proper look. So you can see on the back that it's got this wave pattern going through, and on the interior it's got these small circle pattern on the inside. I quite like that there is some kind of pattern on there, but it seems a little artificial. It seems unrealistic. Like on some of the other wings you can clearly see a kind of texture that looks like stretched leather or something that looks like an actual wing. This I feel looks like someone created some wings out of paper mache or something and put the pattern of the paper that already existed and left it on there and just stuck it in and went, that'll do. So I'm glad there's a pattern. I just wish the pattern made a little bit more sense, because I don't feel like that is particularly realistic. I don't hate it. I do really like how they stay up. I think it looks pretty cool the way they stay like that. I like it a lot. And I know my character is not flying. We could make her fly to have a look. But even on a non-flying character, just because I think wings look cool, they look cool. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm like too fussy, I don't know. If we like change this color to the brighter one so we can see it a bit more, is that better? Yeah, you can kind of see the circles a bit more. I don't know, I don't want to say that it seems like someone had leftover wrapping paper and used that to create them, but that kind of is what it seems like to me, because the pattern on the interior in particular doesn't look like anything that would actually be on dragon wings. That being said, you know, I'm skeptical of a fictional creature inside of a video game, so maybe I should just shut up.
Please.
I'm not very good at shutting up. But I do think they look great with the horns. I will also say the horns color can be changed. I will take Royal Sorceress Neon Chroma off it, and we will swap our swatches around a bit so you can see. You can see that there's two different color swatches on this. So there's the color swatch that is at the crown or on her skull that has the gold, and then the horns that reach back have another color on it too. And I will say, it looks like the color fades, so it's darker at the root and goes up to a lighter color and then darker again on the tips, and I love that so much. It gives it dimension. These, I feel, look much more real than the wings. But there is only two swatches, so if I like adjust this swatch here, let's put it on the gold as well, it makes no difference. So there's swatch 1 and swatch 3. Swatch 2, as far as I can tell, does nothing to edit the way that they look.
Yeah, so they edit the color of the tip of the spikes at the very front of both of the horns. It's small and it's subtle, but it is there.
While I have been picking on the wings, I should probably say, I think that the bone section of the wings, the skeletal part, actually has very good texture and looks quite real to me. Real enough, at least. But yeah, just the panels of skin that is supposed to be in between, that seems unrealistic. But the rest looks really good. And I love the shape, and I love the way that they stay up. I think they're very beautiful. If I had to give them a score, like when I pick on things, I grab the one little thing that I find niggling, and then I go on and on about it, and it seems like I don't like them. I like them. I think they're cool. It's like I'm giving them an 8 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10. Guys, my dragon is not stuck to her back anymore. Is this where it's meant to be? I feel like this makes more sense. Hang on, let's put my wings on. If they're not clipping through my wings, I'm going to change my standpoint on this. Oh! So what was happening earlier? I purchased this earlier, obviously, because I put it into an armory, and it has always been stuck on her back and really annoying me. This is the first time that it's flying at a level that makes sense to me. This is where I thought it should be. I take back everything I said about it clipping through the wings. That makes much more sense. So what was happening? Is some kind of glitch? See, this I don't mind. Even though as I move, it looks like she might clip. I think we're okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. I take everything back that I said about the dragon being stuck to her shoulder or to her back and clipping through the wings. He clearly doesn't. Something was just up with my game twice in a row for some reason. But that I'm much, much happier with that. I will say I wish that the dragon, when I'm stopped, is upright the way that it is, but when I'm moving, leant forward and actually flew like it was, you know, flying. Instead of just kind of flapping above me like it is right now. I wish that they had changed the way that it sits as I'm running or flying or whatever movement you have. But I really do like it now that it's not clipping through my wings. I do wish that the color of this particular one's eyes was a little more defined, maybe a bit more contrast, because the center of its eye is a yellow and the outer section is an orange, but they're so similar in color that it's kind of difficult to see, and I wish it was just a little bit easier so that it could be seen at a glance rather than me intently looking at it to work it out. I do really like the gold and this bluey black color together. I think it's really cute. And I'll probably keep this on her for a little while. Especially now that it's not clipping through the wings. I'm so relieved about that. I thought that was just how it sat. I was annoyed. I didn't like it. Anyway, I'm like the biggest rambler. Let's summon my henchmen, shall we? Yes, we shall. Here we go! We have mutants. They look so good. Like, gross almost. Face, come over here, guys. I love it. They look exactly like mutants. And I really like the red one, the back piece. This is a piece that you can get in-game, I believe. I don't know what it's called. But I have to swap my head over to the other side so that you guys can see it from this camera angle, but I love that back piece. It reminds me of Molag Bal, I think it is, in Elder Scrolls. But very cool. I think they look really good. I'm so happy that my little dragon doesn't clip through my wings like I thought he was. It's so much better. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. I just want him to lean down forward to fly. So, this is Oraclebot. It looks happy. It's got an oracle little picture on the front. Like, I think it's kind of funny. I like it, though. But I think I saw someone in the comments section on Multiverse's video, because he did a showcase of this stuff from the test server. I probably shouldn't shorten things that I don't know whether people know what I'm talking about. And in the comments section, someone said this looks like the icon that Meps used to use, and I was like, oh my goodness, you are so right. If I can find that comment, I will put it here. Smart. Very accurate. But I do think it's kind of cute, and can make a good addition to anyone's hero base. I think it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to put in a villain's base, but you know. You can if you like. Oh, they're just so creepy. I love it. I love that they glow. That's what's doing it. And the back bit on the red one, just gross. Love it. It's so weird. It's so weird. Okay, I'm calm now. All right, so the feats for this are a little odd. Because I believe this is considered to be an event, right? Future Laura is going to have to look it up for me, but I watched Multiverse's video and Obsidian Chill's video both on this content because I was very excited. But when I do watch, I'm usually busy. So I'm quite a busy person, and I tend to listen more than view. But as they said, these items are coming up. Obviously, I come over and have a look and go, ooh, I want that. Or, ooh, that's a bad decision. Why on earth did they do that? But, yeah, when I watched them, because I'm half listening, I can't guarantee what I am about to say, but I will look it up and future Laura can correct me, as she always does.
Yeah, well, someone has to.
Thank you. But as far as I knew, this was considered an event. But everything in the gameplay thus far has shown me kind of things that make it seem like it's not. So, this is available from the newest content episode. It's not some different tasks that you need to complete. It's just extra stuff that you can get as a reward for playing the newest episode content, which is not what most episodes do, or any other episodes that I am aware of. It's not what they do. In addition to that, if you try to look up the feats, it is in the episode. So you go to the episode. I have obviously completed them, so we will scroll to the bottom and I will show you what they are, because I really didn't want to waste your guys' time watching me run content that you already know how to do. That would have been boring. I say that, but I've run content quite a bit that people probably know how to do. Never mind. You can see here we've got collect the following style items under Way of the Dragon. It is the Archdragon Hatchling accessory. You only need to get one, not both. I got both so I can show you guys. And also because you can't see them well in the vendor and I like to see them on my character to work out whether I like them or not, and then unlock them wherever I need to unlock them. Which, by the way, I think they are $5.25 to unlock. We will go across to another character after this, and we will have a look at the unlocking cost, because it's not cheap. You also need to get the Archdragon horns. Everybody should be able to get this. It is a free drop. I'm curious what's going to happen once the free drop is over. Whether it's going to be something they add to the vendor, or if there's going to be another way to get it at some point, or if this is actually seasonally going to occur. I don't think so. It seems like a celebration of a particular event rather than something that's going to keep coming up like the other events do. But at the moment, horns are a free drop. You get it as soon as you log in. Whether or not they're going to do something in future to make it so other people can get these also, I don't know. Archdragon wings also purchasable at the vendor. Then we've got the Still Alive. This is collect the Oracle bot drone, which I have also done and shown you that I have put it in my base. I do quite like it. Though I do wish I have a character who is Gadgets, who has a base full of technology, and I think that's probably where I will be putting that as well. I always put it on this character to show you guys, but I'll put it on that character too because it makes sense for her. And it's cute, and it talks. Okay, so as far as I can tell, this isn't like other events. It's like a celebration that has come up, and all of these items as far as I can tell from right now, I haven't been told any of this by anyone important who knows things. My assumption would be that these will stay in the game. I don't know what will happen with the horns. I guess we'll find out. But let's first go and have a look at the pricing for these items at the vendor. Then I will swap to a different character and we will have a look at how much they cost in replay badges. Okay, Onyx Dragon Hatchling and Ruby, I should say Archdragon, shouldn't I? Onyx Archdragon Hatchling accessory, Ruby Archdragon Hatchling accessory, both 150 of the currency here, which I can't remember the name of, are both 150. We have the Archdragon wings, they are 100. Henchman device is 50, and the Oracle bot is 100. I will say, I prefer the Brainiac one. It's very creepy, and I like it. Alright, let me just swap to another character and we will have a look. I'm going to pop you back on the roof. Come up here. Come onto the roof. Hang on. No! I'm too close, that's what it is. I like my camera zoomed out quite far so I can see my surroundings a bit better. So I am aware that a lot of people don't do that and it's a little weird, but I'm not even just for videos, it's just more comfortable for me. It's one of the things that bothers me when I play Elder Scrolls is that your camera only has a limited amount of zoom out and it's not as far out as I would like it to be. But that's fine. I don't expect them to fix that sort of thing just for me. It's a me problem. It's a me problem. My bad habits lead to playing too much video games, too many video games, but it has too many syllables. Much has one syllable. I needed a one-syllable word and then my English suffered. That was so... No, I should quit. I shouldn't whistle. But it's fun. I don't like the silence. I do like the silence. Actually, I don't know if I do like silence. I tend to listen to something while I play anyway. Never mind, I'm going to stop talking. I should never say that, because I never actually stopped talking. I just stopped talking about the thing I was talking about briefly. And then move on to a new topic about how I am talking. Okay, I am on my Transformers character. This is RC. I know she's amazing, but let's go and have a look and see how much it costs to unlock the stuff we could unlock. So obviously I don't need to unlock the headpiece, the Archdragon horns, but you will notice if you collect this on one character, this is true for all consoles, I have checked with the exception of PC, on Switch, on Xbox, on PlayStation, this is unlockable for free on every other character on your account once you have collected it on one. So that's good to know. Back piece, $350 to unlock the wings. I will not be unlocking them because they really do not suit RC, okay? It's not really a transformery type of thing, no. Then our accessories, let's have a look. I think these were $525? $575. They are $525. Ruby Archdragon Hatchling $525 to unlock. And then the Onyx also $525 to unlock. So they are not cheap. Keep it in mind. She's so cool. I don't want to hear any of you saying, why on earth would I choose sorcery for RC? It should obviously be gadgets. I don't appreciate that. Or munitions. Don't appreciate that. I chose it because I wanted the color of her attacks to be the same color as her. You know? And this is the RC version from Prime. Just in case anyone starts telling me she should be pink. I didn't want to do pink. I don't like pink very much. But also, this looks cool and this is from Prime and she is blue. With a little bit of purple. And I am aware that the headpiece is not 100% correct. I'm trying to find one that has a big piece in the middle. I am probably talking to a bunch of people who don't know anything about Transformers, and welcome to my world. I made a Transformer character because my best friend is a big fan of Transformers. I know a limited amount. That's not to say I don't like I have no strong feelings one way or the other about Transformers because I don't have enough information to render an opinion. But I like my character, and she is cool. Okay, so now you know what new items we've got, you know what content you need to run, and you know how much it will cost in replay badges if you wanted to unlock it on another character.
Don't give Brainiac.
The last piece of information is that during this week, which I am aware, I am partway through this week, it is actually something I need to think about, because I used to be able to record my videos upon reset because I have specific days where I can work on my channel. And those days used to be immediately after reset for 3 days in a row. But now that reset is on a Tuesday, I am now informing you guys of something that's been existing for a couple of days. And I dislike that, so I'm probably going to adjust my schedule at some point. I will need time to do so because my schedule exists with the interaction of other people, and I would have to make sure that everything I do works for them as well.
Every
So,
moment of sentience is precious. Free these people from Brainiac.
I apologize for this information I'm about to give you being way too late, but I assume anyone who watches me already knows. Because hopefully you know, watch Multiverse and Obsidian Chill or other people who get this information out way before I do. So, it is double source marks in this episode this week.
Smashing until there's nothing left but subatomic particles.
So if you are interested in trying to get enough of the currency in the newest episode to get the cool new items that they have given to us that look like dragon things, which are cool. I've said cool too many times, it's too late now. Now is the time, because this week we've got double source marks. So play through as much as you can if you want to. I actually didn't have to play through very much because I've played this content ad nauseum with my very specific characters on this console. So I have a character that I focus on with my best friend and a character that I focus on for you guys, which is this character here. And I have played this content through a bunch of times with her, enough that I had currency just kind of sitting there waiting to buy armor, and then I went, you know what? I'm not buying armor now. We're buying the cool things. So that kind of worked out. I'm rambling about, I'm sorry. I'm very much the notorious rambler, and I apologize. I will say also, I really love all the dragon stuff with the soulful katana gear. For some reason, I don't know. They just seem like they make sense together to me. It's, you know what it is? It's the dragon on the thigh. That's what it is. And plus, I have it in enhanced, so it glows. Okay, I'm gonna calm down now. So, in case anyone is interested in what they are going to look like on your character, hopefully this was helpful. And if anyone agrees with me about the wings having an odd texture on the interior and exterior of the skin part between the bones, please let me know, because I feel like I'm the only one saying this. I feel that it's weird. I'm glad it's not a single smooth surface. I'm glad there is a pattern of some kind, but I wish it looked like wing and not paper. Maybe it's just me. The only reason I like it, I don't think it looks quite like paper right now, is because I have a glowing chroma on it, which kind of salvages it a little bit. But I don't know. I wish it looked more like an actual wing. I say that, but also things that have actual wings do not leave them out like this when standing idle, and that is something I like about this wing, because it means I get to see it all of the time, and it doesn't get put away when she's not in motion. I have mixed feelings, and I feel like I'm being contrary to myself there. I want them to be real, but I also don't. You know, that's the kind of thing that I'm saying right now. So maybe we just won't listen to me. How do you feel about the new stuff? Have a good one, guys. It's like giving him an A to now that it's not clipping it. Blah, blah, blah. I have positive. Blah, 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 blah.